Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be making a headboard for a twin size bed. I got the ideas off of a old woodworking magazine that I used to subscribe to, and most of the plans in that magazine stated for king size, queen size, full or double. So I had to kind of go off their measurements and kind of measure a few things off of my son's bed so that I can make a twin size one. And I'm also putting a little bit of a twist on it, so it's kind of my own little style. Instead of it being more of the arts and craft and a mission style furniture is what it kind of looks like. But I put a little bit of my own twist to it because of the tools I have and the way I want to kind of put it together. So I hope this is very entertaining for you to watch. Hopefully you'll enjoy the project after I get it done. So I'll also try to put together a parts list and everything for you as well. So if you want to try to do it, and where I actually got the some of my pattern pieces for, I'll try to put that in the video as well in a description. Well, the parts to all this that I added up is just under $40. So compare that to going to the furniture store and buying a headboard. You're going to pay 2 to 3 times that much. So this is going to save me a little bit of money. It's a little bit of time to do it. It ain't that bad though. So hopefully I get to show you a nice looking project at the end. Otherwise it'll be a big oops. So hopefully you enjoy. Thanks for watching this. Enjoy it. This is the picture that I kind of drew up of it to give me an idea and a pattern for it. So I'll try to give you a better parts list and everything. I tried to put together a parts list up here, but so you don't know how to read my chicken scratch, I'll try to type it into the picture here in a little bit. So this is what I'm going to be making. So let's get started. Okay, first of all I'm going to be working on the inner section for the panels so I can get that glued up. So this piece here is a 1x6 that I need 35.5 inches long. And I pulled out my miter saw so I can make some nice straight cuts. 35.5. Mark that there. Here. Piece. Okay, now I need to make another 35.5 inch piece out of a 1x4. need 2 of these at 18 1/4 inches. Okay. Alright, I need to make a couple other cuts here. These are for the, these pieces I'm going to cut now are for the corbels. They are the little fancy curved pieces that I've got on the sides. Now that piece will work there for it. So I need one more piece. Alright. "24 inches. Alright, so now I need the top piece. I need this one to be 46 inches long. Okay, this is another piece to the top that I'll be cutting. It's out of a 1x3. And I need that one 45 1/4. Okay, now for the 2 legs that are going down, they are going to be 49 1/4 inches long. So what I'm going to do is use a 2x4, and I'm going to cut that to a 2x2. Whoops. Cut that to a 2x2 size with my table saw here in a minute. But I'm going to cut it down to length first because of my lack of room. So this has got to be 49 1/4. Yep. 49 1/4. cut now. So we will move to probably using my router. And I'm going to cut the edges out and everything so I can make the panels. And then we'll use the table saw. Okay, I've got my router all set up with the one of the two cabinet bits that I'm going to be using. So I can make the areas for the panels. It's going to be a recessed little panel in there, kind of like a cabinet door. So that's why I went with these cabinet door router bits. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, now we do this other piece. All right. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to get the router set up for my ends so I can set them together. All right, plug that. Now, I've got everything all adjusted and clamped down. I put these two scrap blocks on the end so that the tear out wouldn't be so bad on my pieces that I'm doing. Well, that didn't work as planned, but it's done. Never said I was a professional at this. I'm working at it the best I can. It's just a little hobby that I enjoy doing. Clean that up later. All right. like everything fits all right on my test piece here. All right. Now, I set my table saw up. I think I got everything done with the router for right now. All right, we'll set the table saw up and we'll rip a few pieces. Okay, so what I've done here is I took a piece of scrap wood and clamped it down to use as a rip fence. My old one here, the tightening mechanism doesn't seem to be working for some reason. I don't know if it's stripped out now or what. Age has got a hold of it. This is an old one. So we're going to, you have to hold your ears. This thing's loud. So I'm going to rip this one piece down so I have a piece for to frame it all in now. And then we'll probably be starting to put some of this together and at least measuring out so I can make my panels, and then we'll put it all together. So hold your ears, this thing's kind of loud. Okay. Alright. Let me get stuff ready and I'll be right back with you. Okay, went ahead and kind of pre-assembled this thing so I could measure and get my panels. So I centered that center post. I measured. The center is 17 3/4 for that, and then 1 3/4 inches for that center piece, since it is 3 1/2 wide, so it'd be 1 3/4 inches wide. So I put a dot on the 1 3/4 and then a dot at the 17 3/4 on both boards, so I could get it all centered out, and then I could measure so I could get my center panels all made. I wanted to make sure I got the right measurement on it, since I don't have, I'm making this on my own anyway. So there's the pre-assembled. I'm getting ready to cut my panels out, so hold on a second, then I'll be right with you. Okay, so here's my panel glue on that I'm going to measure out and I'm going to cut. So I'm going to measure this out. 18 1/8. Where my papers go? 18 1/8 is what I measured how tall it is. So we're going to put a line there. I'll put a line in the center here. And then we'll put a line down here. Alright. And then so I'm going to do it like this so my grain's all up and down. Because the grain runs this way on this panel. Alright, so I'm going to measure this other way. Let's see if we got a good side. Yeah, this is going to be the better side. So 18 1/8. 18 1/8. Marking center. Get us a straight edge here. So I can draw a line across. Okay, line that one up. Let me make some adjustments here and get this cut. So hold on a minute. Alright, I went ahead and pulled out my hand circle saw because it's a little bit big piece for me to be cutting down here on my table saw. And a little bit easier to cut it with the hand saw too. So the table saw has such small base on it. Okay, now we'll pick out the best part of this, save it for the panel. Guess it'll probably be that side. All right. 14 7/8. Okay, got them two, and I'll show you here in a minute how it's going to look. Okay, there it is all together. That's just the panel piece now. We still got to make the legs and the corbels and the topper for it. Well, that's all together. I got to clean that all up and sand it and get it all glued together. So that's ready to go. We still got to cut the legs out, like I said, and the rest of the pieces. Alright, well, that's what I have for right now.